scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Whoa, I just love that intro. Hey everybody, it's me. And by everybody, meaning everybody in the future, because really, who actually logs in and watches this live stream? What a thing to say, hey? Oh my god, it is like February 2022 and I am super excited. Interestingly enough, I always feel like when I come on live, actually, wait a minute, let's go back. I actually connected it to see if it's going to be live streaming to the, I believe, Overland YouTube channel. So I'm going to check that right now. And maybe you guys can watch it with me. I created a two-screen, what do you call this? Two-screen scene. And one is moi, looking at my face. And then the other one is a browser. So let's just check this out. Ah ha ha ha, I guess not. I guess I have to indicate what this is. Okay, let's live stream, live edit this. Yep, that's the one, window capture. So then that means I gotta set a window capture. Let's do that. I thought it would be like, it would stay, but I guess not, because like literally I logged out of my laptop. Oh, this is it? No, not Overland Twitch. We want, we want Chrome. We want a Chrome browser that it's currently, wait guys, hold on a second. It's not the Twitch, oh, it's this one. There you go, everybody. That's the one. Okay, so together, oh, the aspect ratio is off. Let me check. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna be like the sushi dragon. You know the sushi dragon? He's like this dude in Cali, and he's got like this 5 million square foot studio, and he's got like green screens everywhere and robots, and he's literally like a walking, moving, I don't know, dashboard of a plethora of tech on him. Like he's got a tracking pad, like he's literally got wearable attachments where he can control like Twitch scenes. So the reason why I'm saying I'm Sushi Dragon is because I'm kind of like live editing in a very minuscule way. So the reason why I showed this screen is because let's go to my YouTube channel to see if it is actually streaming. Let's open up a new thing and is anybody watching other than me? Oh my god. It's probably not. Oh shit! It's live and there's 4 people watching. Interesting. Okay, I've got an audience. Looks like I have to step up my game. Didn't even know I had a game. Well, it's time, Digital Fam. It's time. Anyway, this is like so weird. So, I know this is red. This is completely off-brand because I don't know why. I really wanted, I had another Twitch channel called, obviously, Digital Fam, but I only have like 4 followers, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just go to the channel and do this everyday live thing on the channel that has the most followers, which is 22 followers currently on my Twitch Overland channel. However, I was playing around with this theme overlay and I kind of quite liked it. So I thought, you know what, why not? It's not like I'm famous and I have to like, I'm obligated to sponsors where I have to stay on brand. So what I did was, I'm just using this and I'm thinking that I might literally kind of like change the brand colors. Brand colors, please. Am I really a brand? I'm going to change the brand colors. I'm going to keep everything as is, meaning, you know, the eye, whatever background I have in like whatever those colors are. However, I'm going to grayscale it, like monotone, whatever you're seeing in the YouTube thumbnail and whatever's happening on Twitch. I'm actually going to take the same images, but I'm going to grayscale it, and then I'm going to add touches of red. So that's the way I feel like I can kind of like, you know, do this merging of the red. Basically because I think this kind of like theme is a lot more serious, or it just looks a lot more cool. face it. And then when I created the Overland thumbnail for the YouTube channel, I don't know, I just like did it on the fly, and why not? I don't know, what was I thinking? Anyway, I know that this is live streaming to my YouTube channel, Overland, and I guess I'm going to talk about OVR, the ubiquitous metaverse. And yes, I am still part of the OVR team. Why did I even say still? I don't work full time with them, but I do kind of like handle their, not kind of like, I do handle their Twitter. It's not a full time gig. It would be nice to be, but right now we're just gonna like keep it as is. There were so many things I want to talk about, people. First of all, let me announce that there's going to be the OVR community is organizing a Twitter space. The OVR community is organizing the first Twitter space today at 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means if you are in Central Canada, where I am, that's 7 to 9, and if you are in New York, that's 8 to 10. Oh my God, these time zones are crazy. Yeah, so if you are around for the 4 viewers, I don't know how many viewers there are, go ahead and follow at Hexadized. I guess I gotta type that. There's just so many screens. I literally don't know where to go. Okay. At the Derby one, how in the world do I type this? Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say, what am I gonna say? The first, man, my processor is just working it. Oh, the first OVR community, what did I say? Twitter space. Ching chong. Twitter space. It's weird talking and then typing at the same time, because it's like this is live, so like what the hell? But I'm doing it anyway. The first OVR community Twitter space is happening. Okay, I'm not a typer, thank God. Thank God I'm not one of those people at court where you have to, like, those stenographers, I don't know what they're called. Is happening today from, is it from or at? Never mind. 5 to 7 p.m. PST. And I don't know, the link's not created yet. I don't know if it is. I guess I should check. Let's check on Twitter. Let's check on Twitter if the link is created. Oh my God, I guess you could see. Never mind. Let's go to Twitter, everybody. OVR Twitter. This is my Twitter. Let's switch it over to OVR Twitter. Wait a minute. No. I should have just stayed on my Twitter account, because let's just do that, shall we? Let's go back to my Twitter account. And let's follow. Let's see if the Derby one already posted. You know what? Oh, here it is. Oh, Hex, I love you, Hex. Look at that. Oh, it's a sign, guys. It's a sign, because he's got like this red shit going, this red hexagon, and this is exactly what my theme is. My theme for this thing is called Hexagon by OwnD.TV. It's a freaking sign. Okay, so there it is. Can you just go on Twitter and like follow him? And there's the link. I'll put the link up. Let's copy the link address, and I'm gonna put it in the Streamlabs. Where are you guys? Where's the Streamlabs dashboard? There you are. Here it is. I love it. The universe is so amazing. It's almost like I'm manifesting like crazy. Here is the link to the Twitter space. Like literally things I need. It's just, bloop. It just happens. I love it. Something's going on. My vibration's really cool. Here it is. Voila. Okay. Oh man, I have not been online for hello ever, and if you could tell, my last video was with Hexadized. I can't remember when. I think before Christmas, and we did like a live. We tried the OVR live app. Went in with our avatars onto his Overland, and to be honest, it wasn't even hindsight. Like I kind of was debating, like, should we be doing this? Should I actually be like putting up like this video of us being in his space? Number one, the audio kind of sucked. Number two, wasn't great visual, because if you can see my last video, it's just like two avatars literally just standing, and then you could see Hexadize's avatar kind of like floating around. He'd be here, he'd be there, his knees go up and down. So anyway, I promise you that's the last time I'm going to do a video while being on OVR live, until the platform for that type of thing improves, or until Hexadize figures out the cameraman situation. Because like he was using a mobile phone as the avatar cameraman, and then he placed it such and such a space, and then we were like far away. So in hindsight we should have like practiced and positioned ourselves and see how we would look like via video. So anyway, I promise that's the last thing. And this is actually this is not my first. This is my second live, wasn't it? Yeah, my second live. No, I lie. This is my first live stream. I did a Twitch live, and then I recorded that video, or the video was recorded, and then I uploaded it to this channel, and it was with Luis Buenaventura. He is like one of the first, he is not one of the first, he's the first Filipino NFT artist to have like amassed, I don't know how much ETH, when he partnered with, oh my god, who is that Marvel guy? I think he's Portuguese, Spanish, I can't remember. Jose Delgado Del Rosario. Oh my god, I don't know. But he partnered with him and did a crypto art, and then he auctioned it off for like 100,000 something. Anyway, that was the first person that I live streamed Twitch interview with. And incidentally, Luis Buenaventura is also one of the first, I guess, NFT creators ever. And the name escapes me in terms of what platform, but he was doing this like long time ago. And by long time ago, I would like to say 3-4 years, maybe even 5 years now. So what, I don't know. So I guess I gotta talk about the metaverse. Oh my god, there's so many things I want to talk about the metaverse. You know what? I would rather do something live than recording the videos, because I kid you not, a 10-minute video, when I edit like whatever I'm doing, recording for this channel, it's usually maybe an hour long, 40 minutes to an hour and 10, where I'm like talking. And by talking, I mean I'll actually record myself, and then I'll kind of like fumble, and I'll look up something. So then I just let the video run, and then I edit. So usually I edit like about maybe 40 minutes to an hour and 10, an hour and 20 minutes of video footage, down to like 10, 12, 15, maybe 20 minutes. And that takes a freaking long. Like it takes about maybe 2.5 hours to, I'm not kidding you. If you guys know, if you guys ever edited videos for YouTube, you know. And I'm not even doing whatever that is, like those words that you put on the screen. I'm losing my thing for words. But yeah, it takes me like about 2.5 hours just to cut out the video, like edit the clips, and then I go back again, and then I have to put in like all the little overlays, like like Twitter or the Overland logo or whatever words, and then I go through it again just to make sure it kind of looks right or sounds right. So for recording a 40-minute to an hour and 20, hour and 30 video, plus editing it down to like 10 to like 20 minutes, and then uploading it and all that, dudes, that takes like 4 to 5 hours. I'm not kidding you. I can't imagine what it's like to edit a freaking, I won't even say a movie, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, and I don't really have time for that. And I always just wanted to just, you know what, why don't I just like keep doing lives so it's already safe, for heaven's sakes, on the video? And I think I'm going to do that. And I feel like I should just be like a reaction video. Oh, no. I take that back. I think some of my videos for the Overland channel should be a reaction video to like all the shit that's happening on the internet about the metaverse, NFTs and crypto and augmented reality. Like, it's funny. I have a friend named Sean, and we work together, and we have like this collab working space on Discord. Like, literally, we call Discord our office. I think that's his idea. And I literally log on to Discord, every day, and we co-work. sometimes we have client, anyway, we co-work. So where am I going with this? Oh yes. And he hears everything I say. Like it's nice to have somebody virtually to like bounce off ideas with, or just to know that somebody's there. Or like sometimes we're working and he's in Toronto, and sometimes we'll say, did you eat yet? You know, like, did you drink water or something like that? Or like with him, well, because like we pretty much work remotely. Oh my God, my ass is sleeping. Yeah. So my point is, he said to me, I don't know, I mentioned something about, oh my God, my YouTube videos, blah, 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 and live streaming. And then he said, you know what? You should just like live stream yourself while you're working. And that's what I wanted to do initially, because he said like, yeah, you should be doing what you did before. Like just put on the camera and just sit there and work, and if people come and chat, then they chat. And I said, yeah. So now I'm doing it. I'm thinking I'm just going to do it, because it's like, if I don't have time to create a video and stuff like that, well, I sure have time to just like live stream and just chit chat. So here I am chit chatting. Oh my God, Hex, I love it. Look at you. I love this, whatever this thing is going. And I love that we both have this spread. I really love it. Anyway, let's take a look at the shit show. Let's just close some apps first. I was closing this. I'm closing this. I was like trying to figure out something on, so I'm using Streamlabs desktop. It used to be Streamlabs Studio, I believe, and they rebranded their name to Streamlabs Desktop, which is fine. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so here I am. Why is this open? Oh, yeah, this is open is because somebody... Oh, NFT Paris. Let's go to NFT Paris. He mentioned something about, or he or she or the account mentioned, like, what was your first NFT? And I replied, oh, my first NFT is actually, like, a parcel in over the realities OVR Metaverse. And then Hex and somebody, OVR Metaverse Agency, they asked me, oh, where is it? So here it is. It's in the middle of here. All right, I'm in Canada. I live in Saskatoon. No big deal. And go ahead and look it up. I don't care. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. So this is what we're doing. Like, guys, I'm telling you, I feel like, never mind, I won't even say, but I'm going to do this. I'm definitely going to do this. So here we are on Twitter. We are actually on my Twitter. And the reason why we're on my Twitter is because, yes, I wanted to find out something. I actually won a ticket to NFT Paris. And I have to ask them, like, how do I get it? Because I can't go to Paris, obviously. So I'm giving it to one of my, I guess, acquaintance. I would call this person an Android community member. There you go. He's in Paris, and he's actually one of the co-founders, and I believe CEO or CTO of this company called Immersive.io. Yeah. Let's look at it. Immersive. Oh shit. Is it? Immerse.io. No, I know there's a V there somewhere. I know. Let's look for him. Oh geez. I hope I remember his name. Stefan. There he is. Guerwan. This is it. Immersive.io. So, oh my God, I met him either at a DroidCon, at the DroidCon conference in Berlin. I think that was in 2009, or one of them anyway, or just online, because back then in 2009, 10, 11, when Google open sourced Android, I believe in 2008, and then there was this whole Android mobile community, like collecting and connecting, and he was one of the people that I connected with, because I believe he had a startup dealing with Android. And then I went to Paris in 2015, and then we met. Oh, and he took me out to lunch. It was so delicious. And the other day I was wondering, oh, what restaurant did he take me to? So thank God I still, I took a photo. Didn't really know the name. It's just like the front part of the restaurant. Anyway, so this is who I'm going to give my NFT Paris ticket to. Stefan, yes. So, what is this company? Actually, they do with like sports and augmented reality. Incidentally, this is perfect because I messaged, like, anyway, it was like really synergistic about 10 days ago, because I hardly ever go to my Twitter, like my digital femme Twitter, because I'm always on, other clients' Twitter accounts or social media and stuff. But for 2022, I have to really make a point to just do shit on my social media accounts, on my YouTube channel, and wherever else, because it's like, if you're not online, you don't exist. Like, I'm sorry, like, you kind of don't, and I don't want not exist. Does that make sense? But this will be a total great partnership with OVR. If they're already doing augmented reality with sports organizations, and it's just like perfect. So now the timing is just how they can meet up. And honestly, I love doing social media because I'm all about business development. So I if you want to hire me, you would hire me for business development, and I do use social media as part of a biz dev thing. And it's so amazing to be able to connect and see different what different people are doing or accounts are doing, and like potential like partnerships down the road, or at least we could start off a conversation. So that's really great. So this would be one really good person to do. And then the cool thing is, like, he's one of the co-founders and the CTO, so he could totally speak the same language with the dev team of OVR, so they can, like, get things together. And oh my god, I shouldn't be saying stuff, but there's another person that reached out, and he's like a marketing agency, and one of his clients would like to see what's going on with the OVR reality platform, because his client sponsors a lot of like music and sporting events in Europe. Actually, it's global. I looked them up, and like, this is amazing. So we're gonna connect this marketing agency and his client with OVR, so that there could be like definitely a partnership. It's just like crazy. So as you know, if you don't know, OVR is a spatial web layer. What does that even freaking mean? It's like they created a platform that's layered over the entire world, where you can bid and then own land. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Just click on, well, there's going to be no link because it's live, but just go to my intro, find it, Google OVR.ai, and then you'll just see it. Like, there's like, I do talk about OVR, I think, in my intro. Yes, I do. In one of my, I think it's in my intro thing. So I'm not going to even talk about it. Yeah. But this whole metaverse thing, so OVR is, I would say, is a metaverse. And I would kind of I like it because they're not like a sandbox metaverse like Decentraland or Earth2.io or Axie Infinity or Decentraland or CryptoVoxel or all these other metaverses, where by sandbox I mean like you can replicate some parts of the world, or Upland. You can replicate and name some of the parts of the world in your virtual land platform, which I feel all those companies I mentioned are, except OVR is literally over the world. Get it? OVR, over the world, over the reality. This is our reality, so it's over our reality, the real world. And that's why I love it, because you can own the spatial augmented reality layer over your house, your home, your business, your favorite park. You know what's so funny? There's somebody online. I think I followed him, but he said that there is an online influencer that he doesn't like, and what he did was he bought up all the virtual parcels around this online influencer's space on a certain metaverse, and then he's gonna build, he said, like prison walls. Like, oh my god. That's really hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious, but this is what can happen. This is totally what can happen. This whole virtual reality XR Metaverse thing, it's still really new, and no, it didn't come up just happen. It just didn't happen just because of Facebook announcing Meta. It's been around like even longer than Second Life, Linden Labs, 2003. It's even much longer than that. And it's kind of weird how people forget. It's like people almost like have a brain dead thing. Like they forget that whatever is happening now, it's not original. It's happened maybe 20 years ago, 25 or whatever, 30 years ago. It's just that social media wasn't around, and the whole idea of being open and connecting and collaborating and finding, and sharing things with other companies and people, like we have never met around the world thanks to social media. That mindset wasn't even around 15 years ago. Like all companies were still like going on stealth mode, and they didn't want to talk to their customer base unless it was like controlled focused marketing groups. But now, because of the internet, and especially like I think the technology sector has really I think the technology sector is an industry that has really taken on to use social media and create like beta communities, especially for their apps and like web platforms or whatever they're doing, web projects. And I know alpha and beta is nothing new, but to be able to crowdsource ideas and thoughts and feedback, I believe the tech industry really drove that, like that whole mindset. Where am I going with this? Yes, something about the metaverse. Yeah. So OVR, I love that they're new, and I like, because I can see the conversations on Twitter, specifically on how people are finding out about OVR and their feedback on it. In general, the feedback they get, they're really excited. Like when people find out what OVR the reality is, they're so excited. And a lot of them call us the project a hidden gem. And a lot of them are like behooved, and they can't understand how a gold mine such as OVR, like why doesn't everybody know about it? Like, and then they get frustrated because it's like, oh my God, like you guys need to be connecting with investors in Silicon Valley, and you guys need to be like blah blah blah, and like why can't you get Snoop Dogg on your metaverse and stuff like really, it's like, chill, right? There's a roadmap. There's a place and a time for everything, and it's almost like people are like, oh my God, if you don't do it now, you got to get ahead. You got to be number one. What the hell's wrong with you? And then you see a lot of people on Telegram in a group that I won't even say, but they used to be very, very frustrated like months ago, and sometimes I feel like their frustration is kind of evening off. Why? It's because they're starting to realize, like I told everybody months and months ago, that just fucking chill. Like there's OVR has its own pace, and things are going to happen when they happen. I said that to someone once, and they thought I was like a fucking idiot. It's like, what, are you kidding me? This is the tech. It's all competitive and stuff like that. And I go, yeah, but marketing is different. We're not in the 60s or 70s or 80s where we kind of are, but we're not. I feel like it's a consumer-driven world we live in. I mean, people aren't stupid anymore. And thank God for Google. People think like they're so fucking smart because of Google. Oh, I'm just going to Google this. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is consumers technically aren't as stupid as they could be perceived to be, because they are now empowered to do their own research and to kind of like think for themselves. So instead of a company or a brand spending billions and millions of dollars on a campaign to try to persuade and brainwash people to come onto their product or service, people are getting smart, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, like your brand, you're on brand. I like your colors. I really like the font you're using. You got really good images. They're clean, they're crisp, blah, 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 blah. You know, your platform works right. But that's all like vanity, pretty stuff that kind of like, So my point is that the platform speaks for itself. It's like, I mean, when you present yourself to literally a global community, as OVR is doing, and you're subject to like feedback and criticism from like literally all professions, like the lawyers, the developers, the ethics board. Like, I don't know. It's going to stand to reason that if your platform does not meet their standards, whatever their standards are, then it doesn't meet their standards. It'll be like Rotten Tomatoes, you know, like that platform that rates movies. They can say, some people who land on OVR can love it, and then it's what they do with what they see what OVR can do. They'll bid, they'll invest, they'll see. So my point is, again, it's like not everything is the right time for everyone. Not everyone is resonating at that certain vibration or energy or level of acceptance or place in their life to maybe have something right for them. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying, if there are OVR community members, if you become an OVR community member and you are frustrated because you don't know why Tom Emmerich or Kathy Hackle isn't talking about OVR, you're like, oh my God, people should be knowing at OVR. What are you guys doing, marketing? Come on, marketing, stop sleeping. It's like, chill. Just chill. OVR is new. They're not hobnobbing with the Silicon Valley Brotherhood. They're from a company from Udine, Italy. Love them. They're just starting out. They're not like they're 150 employees. They consist, I would like to say, obviously mostly a developer team. And this is not hard. It's like they're literally opening up their platform for the whole everybody to use in the world, and they're not closing it off to beta community. Like literally they're rolling out features in real time as they come out, while people are still trying to like access and do stuff on their platform. And to me that's amazing. To me that's kind of like unheard of. That's kind of like rogue. That's like them opening up for an archaic, chaotic situation. And in a way, it's kind of like beautiful to see, because usually a technology like this, in these times when it's so easy to be criticized and scrutinized, and believe me, OVR has had their share of scrutiny and criticism, because you cannot please everybody. Like, you can't. I just learned that, like, when you're handling a brand's Twitter account in a tech industry that offers the actual technology that's like the trend right now: augmented reality, metaverse, NFT, crypto, blockchain, DeFi. Holy shit! It's not a triple threat; it's a sextuplet threat. When you're with a company that's handling all that, and I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, and you get to see. Everybody has an opinion, like everybody. I can't even imagine what people are saying in the Telegram group. To be honest, I used to be very active on the main OVR Telegram group until it was just like too much. But then I realized that when I started being part of the OVR team, I felt personally I had to kind of like distance myself from, and it's kind of like, it's my choice, from the OVR community, that I initially like engaged with, although I still engage with a few members, a handful of members very closely, is because I found that you wouldn't know it, but I'm a very friendly person. Like, you wouldn't know it, but I'm a very friendly person. I always want to connect people, and I want people to be their best, and I want to try to help them be their best. But now, if I'm part of this OVR team, I need to set boundaries for myself, so that, because I can easily get sucked into, oh, digital femme, can you this, can you do that, because they kind of know I'm nice and I'm rooting for them. But then, so maybe I'm their in to speaking with the OVR team, which they can obviously speak to the OVR team themselves, because I know they do. They often direct message the core team all the time. I don't know, I'm thinking. So I just didn't want to put myself in that situation. Plus, I was really super busy anyway. But yeah, wow, I said a lot. But honestly, it's magical what OVR is doing. The fact that they're handling and rolling out and creating things on the platform in the back end while people are still accessing their platform, it's like super crazy. And I will say, it's almost, no, I won't even go there. All I know is the developer team is like just doing an amazing amount of work, and there's one person at least, his name is PDX, and he was like the second person ever in the OVR team that I connected with. You know who the first person I connected with OVR was? The CEO, Diego Di Tomaso. I found out about OVR end of April because I literally wanted to do an NFT project last year or a year and a half ago, and then I was following the NFT hashtag on Twitter, and then that's how I found out about the OVR, the reality account, because they were using the NFT hashtag. And I looked them up and I was like, what? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stop because there's a video on that somewhere. I'll put the link in the description for that video if I remember. But oh yeah, OVR is just so magic to me. And honestly, it's something that I've been waiting for. Like I'm an active member in Second Life, and I still am. And Second Life is to me my first immersive 3D virtual world. It had a true economy. It still exists, the Linden Dollar, where you can take out your Linden Dollar, the things you earn in in Second Life with the Linden Dollar, and take it out into PayPal, swap it or convert it to US dollars. I made a lot of money. A lot of people made a lot of money in Second Life, and they're still making a lot of money in Second Life content creation. So because I was active in Second Life, 2005, 7, 8, 9, 10, I knew that a digital economy can exist because I've seen it. And content creation was amazing because you have content creators and then you have like content consumers. And then my first augmented reality conference was in Frankfurt. Yeah. And you know, Ori Inbar, I can't remember his company, but he was in New York. They Skyped him in, and it was so amazing to be able for Ori Inbar to be part of that, to be part of my first augmented reality conference. And once I went, and we had demos from, what's that institute? The Fraunhofer Institute in Germany. You know, the institute where they create stuff for global military. I'm not kidding, but they do. And all these other projects. Like back in 2009, there were people, I think it was either the Netherlands or somewhere up there, and they were already using AR for museums. Can you imagine that? They were already using augmented reality to augment and what's it called, has an add-on to the museum tour experience. This is back in 2009, 2008, people. I mean, I met the team in 2009, but they're already doing this from 2008. So when you're talking about creating virtual reality, augmented reality art galleries, NFT galleries, and using it for real world, like layering it over museums and stuff, or wherever, parks, wherever you want, all over the world, they're not new. It's absolutely not new. Because I literally met this team from, I like to say Netherlands, who were doing this in their museum, or Sweden. I think it was one of those countries, Northern European countries. They're already doing this in 2009. So my point is, again, is that because I was so active creating content and engaging with communities in Second Life, and then all of a sudden I saw, oh my God, augmented reality. I was like, can't we just create content like we can in Second Life, but in augmented reality over the real world? Yeah, that was in 2009. And then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, until April 2021. I came across OVR, and I was like, oh my God, this is it. That's why I'm so in love with the whole project. Like, this is it. And I know that, oh my God, this is a channel about the metaverse, isn't it? Oh my God. We could talk on and on about the metaverse, because I remember the conversation earlier on was like, well, who's going to be the metaverse? Like, is there going to be one metaverse? Who are going to be the big players? Obviously, it's Facebook/Meta. Oh, I'm going to cough. It happens when you're live. You know what? I just realized if I'm live, or I am live and I have to cough or something, then I can just like do the pause thing. That's what's so cool. I am my own producer, my own talk show host, my own, I don't know what. It's just fun, man. Yeah, OVR. Whew. How long have I been chatting for? Let me see. Where is that dashboard? I don't know. Oh, and I'm still on that screen, right? It doesn't matter. So that way you guys aren't bored. Oh my god, there's like 5 viewers, which is really 4 because one is me, because I'm just testing out that thing. That is so awesome. So I guess I gotta keep talking, which I have no problem talking. Yak, 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 yak. It doesn't matter. Okay, now I really gotta step. Now I gotta really focus, Carmen. Yeah, Carmen's my name. Focus, digital femme. Okay, what I want to mention too. Oh my god, there's so many things I want to talk about the metaverse. Okay, like, can we talk about the fungi and the mushroom and the spore family? Can we please talk about the mycelium? Am I saying that right? So the mycelium, I'm gonna look it up. Can we just look it up together? Because I don't want to like botch this. I don't want comments going, you said it wrong. You pronounced it wrong, and I. Here it is. Why am I talking like this? Like, yeah, that is the voice that I give to people. Isn't that crazy? Okay, can you read about this? Mycelium is a vegetative... No, but it's more than that. Supposedly, mycelium is a vegetative part of a fungus or fungi like blah, blah, blah. Okay, you know what? Shut up. Let me just tell you my version of what the mycelium is, because... So the mycelium is this network of bacterial fungi spore community, and they've been around for billions and billions and billions of years. How do I know that? Well, because it said so in somewhere I read. And how are these facts found to be true? I don't know. They probably did carbon dating or something to find out that they've been around like forever in the world. And then there's even research or data or something that shows that should all living matter somehow choose to not exist anymore through some cosmic event, then rest assured the mycelium will still continue to be around. So the mycelium network really connects and communicates with every single living organism in the planet. Like, it's amazing. I don't know. And then somebody told me, the derbied one told me, he said to me, Digital Fam, did you see this movie, something fungi on Netflix? And I need to, I had to ask him again what it was, because I said no, and then he said, oh, well, it's what you're talking about, so I need to see that movie. So, to me, the metaverse is like the mycelium. Okay. Woo! We're getting to metaphysics here, I think. Let me check this out. Have you ever heard of that saying, as above, so below? Let's see. Let's do it. As above, so below. Not the film, the meaning. So I'll read it together. As above, so below can mean a whatever. Oh, come on. It's common sense. As above, so below. So whatever we're doing, like above the earth, like our actions, human behavior, energies, conscious thought, it is also mimicked or mirrored in the microscopic world, and I believe also the cosmic world. Oh my god, I can like go on and on, because I used to be an infection control nurse. I used to be a nurse in Texas for 11 years, 6 years in McAllen, Texas, 5 years in Houston, and I went through like a whole bunch of like nursing, departments. But okay, let me just shut. So to me, I feel like humans are still evolving to that feeling of, the feeling of that we're connected, the feeling of subconsciously they know we're connected. Like, you know, that whole we are one kind of thing. But it's true. And I feel like with technology, mankind is starting to express that subconscious knowledge in their consciousness. Somehow they're picking it up and they're using the technology we have to kind of like mimic the mycelium, right? The mycelium is all over the world, under all over countries and continents and blah. And so it's, I feel like when now we have the technology to create these like metaverses, it's really in an energetic, conscious level, is that we really want to connect. We want to be who we want to be, but we are craving consciously for that interconnectedness. And it seems like consciously humankind is tapping into the mycelium network. Maybe a population can understand it or not, but it's like as below, as above, so below. It's almost like they're mimicking it, and maybe they don't even know what we're doing. Like we don't know what we don't know. But definitely things are starting to come into play. I feel like there's the collective consciousness of mankind is starting to become, if you could say, emotionally intelligent. I mean, I've met some people and I know some people that are so not there, and I just want you guys to know that I've been making an effort to be more aware of what I say, what I act, and stuff like that. And I also know that I vacillate between being a three-dimensional human, having three-dimensional human emotions and thoughts, on involving the ego and stuff like that. But I also am making an effort to kind of like operate in another realm like that. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys understand me? Is anybody even chatting to me? How do I find that chat? Let me open up the dashboard again. No, nobody's chatting. They're just like sitting watching. That's fine. They can just jump off. But because this is going to be, I guess, recorded and left anyway. So yeah, like, okay, good. I wanted to say that. I wanted to say about the mycelium, how all these metaverses that are popping up, I kind of feel like they're an expression of, there are human physical expression using technology, expressing what the mycelium network is doing, because we do crave for that interconnectedness and that connection and that idea of supporting and empowering and just like giving, and helping each other. Like the best of the best of man, I feel like, is that. I think the best of the best of man is our ability to create and to love and to like help each other out and all the good feelings, you know what I mean? So 48 minutes. Oh man. Okay, that's what I wanted to say about the metaverse. Really, is like, doesn't matter what other company comes up with a metaverse. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what devices we use, because that's just a human three-dimensional expression of wanting to feel connected. And they're still figuring out in the human way. But honestly, if everybody just meditated and got into that space of centeredness, then they wouldn't have to they would realize that you wouldn't need all these devices, because we're just literally all connected in a conscious state. Speaking of devices, I have an Oculus Quest 2, and that's a long story, but I got one in August, like end of August, when they were made available in Canada and Best Buy. August, 29, 30, something like that. And I was waiting for that launch date, and oh hell, I took a taxi the moment it was August 29 or 30, 31st. I took a taxi to Best Buy and I got myself an Oculus. And it's funny, but from the time I got my Oculus end of August till maybe September, I only used it like 5 times, and that was it. And then October, November, December, literally did not use it. Although I've been trying to get people to buy an Oculus and use it so that we can do things together. So as you know, because it's 2022, I'm trying to, I invested on the Oculus. So I've been every night logging into the Oculus Quest to do things. So what do? these are my favorite apps. My favorite apps are OpenBrush and Gravity Sketch. Pretty much that's it. I mean, I love content. I love creating. Like, who doesn't? I think humans are made to create in whatever way, whether it's through our hands, whether it's using our imagination and using whatever tools we have, or converging tools, or all that stuff. Whether it's through our voice, writing songs, like anything, even if whether it's through dance, even if it's gardening. Like, I think gardening is also, and the reason why I mention gardening is you don't understand, you don't realize that I'm almost embarrassed to kind of like turn the camera around because I literally have an urban jungle. Do you want to see my urban? I kind of like created my own like metaverse. Okay, metaverse. What does metaverse mean? Oh my god, there's so many people trying to define it. To me, a metaverse is like a play off the universe or something. Meta meaning data, verse is I don't know, but I guess one of the, I think the key functioning things of metaverse, if you're gonna have a metaverse, is number one, people to populate the metaverse, a way for them to engage and communicate. Okay, people, engagement, communication, a way for them to create content. Like, you have to have content creators in the metaverse. Things have to be created in the metaverse in order to stay in the metaverse. And then obviously with people, you have to have a balance of people creating and then people using, like the consumers. So all these three definitely is under the bridge of an economy. The universe needs to have a self-sustaining economy, like that whole buy, sell, making money, like that kind of thing. And then what else? And it doesn't matter what technology you use. Like, you don't. It's not about, if you're not utilizing NFTs, that doesn't indicate a metaverse. If you're not on the blockchain, that doesn't indicate. No. I'm talking about the very basic fundamentals. I feel, in my opinion, of a metaverse is you got to have people and the ability for people to communicate with one another. And that's a whole other like category, because with communication, like, is there like security for data? What are they saying? Can you DM? Can you blah blah blah? And then there's also, what did I say, ability to create content, ability to consume content, the exchanging of services and goods within that metaverse. And it should have its own cryptocurrency or currency, and that people can exchange services and goods, unless you want to have a barter system in the metaverse. Sure, why not? I think that'd be great. And then the economy. I think that's it. 4 or 5, I don't know. I'll maybe, yeah. I love this. I love that I'm going live. And let's see. Oh yeah, there is a video. I'm gonna do it right now. OVR from the OVR announced earlier today, which is Italy time. What did they say? Let's go look. They said something about should you own your own land? I don't know. What did they say? Let's look. Let us look here. I love this. I love this whole like talking and then showing like real time. And it's not new. Oh look, yay! See, they did it. The Derby One and Hexadice presents the OVR community Twitter space, and that is cool. And I love that the Derby One and Hexadice is having this the OVR community Twitter space. And when I found that out, I did say kindly to them, please call it the OVR community Twitter space, because it is my hope, it is a plan and a hope that I can get that the OVR team officially, that OVR will have an official Twitter space where one of the core team members, one or two or a few of the core team members are there to answer questions and to just be part of the community. So, you can access our core team through Telegram, but they're very, very busy. Like, they're very, very busy. Like, David Cutini, I hope I'm saying his name right. He's the CEO and co-founder. He's so busy. not seeking, but what CEOs do, like partnerships and investments and all that, what's CEO-ness. And then Diego Di Tommaso is so busy because he's doing, they're just so busy. And then there's the dev team, and then there's like the communications team. There's like Angelica B, and she's like head of our communications, and she's incredibly busy. And people need to realize that, a lot of people are often saying, what's marketing doing? What is marketing doing? Well, first of all, I come from not really. In my second life, I came from a startup background, and I understand how important marketing from the get-go. Okay, legal marketing and whatever you're doing, like your product or your service or your technology, it should be really like a trifecta, like a trinity. However, based on the platform that OVR has developed, and is continuing to evolve to improve, you don't really want to market so much. In my opinion, this is my opinion. This is not the team's opinion, because it's going to be a shit show. Because when you market, there are people in the community, bless their hearts, that truly believe in OVR, and I know they're so frustrated about how come OVR isn't like where it's supposed to be, like Decentral, blah, blah, blah. Well, Decentraland has been around for a very long time, and Decentraland is not like layered over the whole freaking world, doing like a lot of things. It's kind of like virtual. I don't know if they're going to plan to have an augmented reality thing, but there's a lot of other things going on. I believe Decentraland is not on the blockchain, although they have a cryptocurrency called Mana, or a token that you can use to like an economy. But OVR is on the blockchain. OVR, each parcel or virtual land or AR land or spatial layer land, which is hexagonal in shape, which amounts to roughly like 300 square meters. Each one of those parcels of hexagon is an NFT. It is on the blockchain. Okay? So that technology alone. So when, honestly, you don't want a huge marketing campaign so that everybody will flock to the OVR platform, and because there's no beta community and literally building things in real time, it's gonna crash. And when the big guys come, when the big tech people come, and then they have that first experience with OVR because of some glorious, amazing marketing campaign, and expectations are high, and if shit doesn't work, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have a bad write-up, more or less, and we don't want that. So what we're doing is we have to manage expectations through marketing, even though the community doesn't feel like marketing's doing dick shit. But it's like, come on, guys, think. You really want a huge marketing campaign for everybody to come on, and we're even having trouble. It's not we. Oh my God, there are users having trouble with like KYC verification. Oh, there are users that are like sending OVR tokens to a smart contract address. And once you send your shit to a smart contract address, no, OVR cannot pay you back the tokens that you sent because it's gone. It's literally taken out. It exists, but it doesn't. Like, it's like, no, we can't. We do not pay for your mistakes. And okay, I have to be careful here. I feel that OVR should not pay for people's mistakes, and I get it. There are companies, apparently, that when their users make a mistake, for some reason they'll say, oh, I'm sorry, yes, here's some free thing. Well, that's great for them. That's great. I can't speak for OVR, but in my mind, as much as ideal and amazing as that would be, I don't know. I mean, it's on the blockchain. This is why you don't have favoritism. You don't have like wheeling and dealing, like, here, I'll give you some land, you give me some land. No, they don't have that. It's on the blockchain. So if in any crypto or blockchain or in anything, if you're going to create an account, you really have to read the fine line. You really have to understand what you're doing, where you're clicking, especially if you're doing with crypto, and people. If you're going to create an account with OVR because you want to invest in land and bid and put in the secondary market and rent and mint and all that stuff, please have patience, because the algorithms or the systems they have, there's timing for things. So if you're gonna log in and create an account using like Gmail, and then you submit your documents for KYC, and then you're getting so impatient that you're like, you know what, you log in again with Facebook and you're going through the same thing, this system's going to be freaking confused. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because I'm seeing 65% of issues with OVR is people not understanding KYC and their impatience. They're like creating multiple accounts, uploading documents, and then they wonder why their documents aren't able to be verified, because the sub, which is the third party that OVR has chosen to do KYC. It's not just OVR; it's a lot of people. KYC, sub is like is like a company that serves like a lot of entities for that processes KYC. The sub kind of system gets confused. Like there's an algorithm, there's a pathway, and there's an orderliness in coding. So you don't want to insert or inject and make the freaking algorithm or whatever that is confused. You know what I mean? How long do I have? Oh my God, I've been talking for probably about an hour now. An hour and 1 minute and 35 seconds. So with that said, this is my first real live here on my YouTube channel, Overland. This is kind of cool. I think I'm going to do this more often. I don't know. And you know what? I'm not even going to watch this live. I'm just going to just let it go. But what I will do is I'll create a thumbnail for the live stream and then done. And then maybe I'll just have the courage to say, I'm going to go live here. And you know what? I should go live every Thursday whenever the hell I started. And then I'll set it as a premiere and it'll be like an ongoing thing. But then I really have to because it seems like I talked a lot about everything I wanted to talk about the metaverse. Actually, no. I did talk about the mycelium. I did talk about... Now, I still got a lot of stuff to talk about. I can come up with a lot of things. Anyway, it is close to... Oh, damn. Did I miss it? Is the Twitter space happening already? Really? I keep missing... Okay, if it's 5 to 7 PST, that means my time would be 7. But last time I was late. I better check. Oh, brother. Let me check. This is I love this real-time stuff. Let's go to Twitter mobile. Make sure it is my Twitter mobile. Let's go to Digital Fam. Let's see where the Derby Done is. The Derby Done, where are you? There you are. And let's see if it started. Oh, apparently, I don't know. Let me check. Let me log in. Oh, set as a reminder. Nope. Okay, good. We still have time. So please, guys, I sent the link to the first OVR community Twitter space that's happening in 30 minutes. So with that said, I am going to end this live stream and I'm going to see if I had any frames dropping. I don't think I did. This is kind of neat. It's kind of cool. Anyway, for those of you that stayed to watch or just was working while you were hearing my voice, I don't know, or lurking around, thank you so much. And I don't know, I think this is going to be an every week Thursday thing. But I really need to do also dedicated just videos and not have a live stream go. You know what? Why can't I? Why can't I switch this to a reaction? You know what? I might do that. I might change this theme to reacting to what the heck is going on the metaverse or online. And it's not new. Please, it is not a new concept. I'm just copying from what other people are doing. That's all. And by other people, meaning all those reaction videos to BTS. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, I said I was gonna go. Okay, but before I go, you gotta check out my ending. Okay, ready? Like I said, thanks everybody for staying on and watching, and see you again next Thursday, or until I find the, you know, just the inspiration to come on live again, which I could pretty much stay on live the whole freaking time. But I'm gonna do that. And you know what I wanted to do when I came onto the live? I was actually gonna work on rebranding this YouTube channel. What I said in the beginning, where I was gonna take the same thumbnail image or cover art and just grayscale it, and then have touches of red. That's what I'm gonna do. I wanted to do that here live, but I ended up chatting away. I don't know. Okay, bye. But wait a minute. Wait for the ending. See you next time. All right. Adios.